I'm back. It is with great sincerity, pleasure in my heart that I close this. Today you've learned, you've absorbed a lot of wonderful information. And the fact is, this morning I stayed most of the morning, then I had to leave for other commitments, but one thing that resonates from each speaker is that they're human beings who are trying to improve our situation as we go down this road of life. Nozasum kina kakiskanama hojik ogu mistagujok ogumaga bestagawok monogiskinamuk anama inenil ogumagasta ogumaga nesta inenimun. Those words were spoken to me when I was about 3 years old. My grandma said that I would, she was 98 when she left Mother Earth, 98 winters, and she said to me that I would be a guide. And I was so happy because I was thinking hunting guide, fishing guide, you know. Then she explained to me, no, you're going to be a people's guide for those that have come across the ocean because they don't know us. They look down on us, and it's going to be your job to try to go expand their minds and their hearts. What she was saying to me that I would be a teacher. And here's a lady who had 98, had no formal education, and only spoke Mushkegowuk, which is Cree in my language. And she told me that I would be standing in front of the audience, and so I'm getting competition from a technical. That's okay. She would say I would be doing this, and little did I know that she would be so correct. And she would say that I would meet many people, great people, and she told me never to have regret. She says, every once in a while look back, but don't look back too much or too hard. Because if we were meant to do that, our heads, our face would be facing the other way. And she says, the bush, that's forest and wilderness to you people. She says, if you try walking through the bush in front of you, facing me, you wouldn't get very far. You would fall and probably hurt yourself. But it's okay to take a quick glance back and then always focus forward and watch where you go. So, as I stand before you today, you've been touched today. First, your mental, you absorbed a lot of information. And most perhaps a speaker touched you in a way, and your emotion was sort of tingle or twig that. Then the physical, it takes a lot of commitment to sit here all day on a nice day to hear speakers talk. Then you're going to walk out of this room, and that little voice in you, that little, is going to tell you, man, I learned something today. That's your spirit, the four within you that you carry everywhere you go, no matter whatever four directions you may be. Four is sacred to us, the four seasons, the four winds, that sort of thing. And we gotta watch our planet. How many of you remember the ice storm of December of last year? For me, it was 7 days in Don Mills area. But I'm kind of glad because we resorted to my background to survive those 7 days. We had no technology, and it was one of the best Christmas seasons we've had in a long time. But all that lost power, all that stuff was rendered useless. But we made the best of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having just the fortitude the graciousness of sitting here and listening to these wonderful human beings speak. Thank you so much for wanting to learn. I encourage every one of you to keep learning, to always thirst for knowledge. When it comes to my people, I'd ask you to open your hearts and your minds in a good way. Really study our issues before you make a judgment call. By doing that, we will make this country far greater than it is today. We're coming, and I want to do it in a way where it's done peacefully, effectively, and my way is much more harder because it takes time rather than try to get it all at once. But I can't do it alone. I need you folks. So, is there anybody in this audience that can say the theme of this wonderful school called Crescent? What's your slogan? Anybody from here? Can you say it nice and loud?
From boys of promise, men of character.
I want to thank you for reminding me of my little boy in the continuous effort of making sure that I grow in good character. Mingwesh naton, kapechita gujiek, ugumaganesta, mingwesh nutano, kapechiamian nagasko. I thank all of you for coming forward today, and I thank the great Creator for letting me speak. Mingwesh.